this lesson looks at combined operations in sets. So in this lesson, you'll find that the questions will be wordy. So you need to read through the question and follow and note the keywords that are used. Then that's when you can illustrate that information on a Venn diagram. So in these wordy questions, the words to look for are and will mean intersection, or will mean union, do not will mean complement, do not will mean complement, and words like at least will also be used. At least is used in instances where what is being referred to is more than that figure which is given. For example, if we are taught to say 5 pupils take at least 5 subjects, at least 5 pupils take English and mathematics, meaning 5 or more students take mathematics and English. So the word at least, if they say at least 5, meaning it is 5 or more. So we should take note of the words that are going to be used in these wordy questions. That will help us to illustrate the correct information on a Venn diagram. For example, we're given that in a group of grade 10 class, of 40 pupils. So in this grade 10 class, there are how many pupils? There are 40 pupils. 40 pupils. Then they are telling us that 30 pupils take geography. 30 take geography. 28 take history. And 20, the word and has been used. And 20 take, and is used. We take note of the word and 20 take geography and history. They take geography and history. How many pupils do not take geography or history? How many pupils do not take geography or history? So the questions that we want to answer are how many do not take geography or history. So we see or coming in and do not. Okay, then earlier we saw the word and coming in. Then the other question we're going to answer is, will be required to illustrate this information on a Venn diagram. Will be required to illustrate the information on a Venn diagram. Okay, so we need to illustrate this information on a Venn diagram. I will illustrate on a Venn diagram how we can answer this question. Remember, I've just summarized it because, as I earlier stated, these are wordy questions. Therefore, we're going now to illustrate this information on a Venn diagram. So on a Venn diagram, we're going to draw our Venn diagram here. We show the universal set. And remember, we've been given that the total number of pupils in grade 10 class is 40. Then 30 take geography, 28 take history, and 20 take geography and history. Now, from this information, if you were to add those pupils who take geography and history. If we were to add, we're going to find that this 30 plus 28 will give us 58. And yet in that class, there are just 40 pupils. So now as we illustrate this information, we should first start with the intersection set. Intersection set represents the number of pupils who take geography and history at the same time. So we're going to write two subsets in this universal set, and these subsets will be jointed. Why are they going to be jointed? Because they have an intersection set. So this will be geography, G, and this will be history, H. Then we are taught to say 20 take geography and history. 20 take geography and history. And the area for our intersection is this part here. So we put our 20. Remember, I'm not putting a dot because I'm not listing. This represents the number of pupils. So the number of pupils will not have a dot unless we were listing the elements of a set. That's when we're going to have dots here. So I'll put 20 there. Then I'll come to geography. In the set for geography, we should have 30. So in this set for geography, the total number that we should have is 30. And remember, we already have 20 inside already. So here, what is remaining for us to have 30? 20 pupils are already in. So we are having 10 this side. 10 plus 20 will give us 30. Then we are taught to say 28 take history. So all the pupils that take history, already we have 20 that have been put already inside history. So how many are remaining for us to make 28? We have 8. So 8 there. So that when we add 20 plus 8, we get 28. Then we can add here, from here, 10, 20, which will give us 30. 30 plus 8, it will give us 38. Then we are taught to say altogether there are 40 pupils in this class. So we're going to subtract 40 minus 38, which will be 2. So 2 will be in the outer part. Okay, so 2 will be there. So these two pupils, meaning these two pupils do not take geography or history, meaning it is G union U complement. Okay, so the question is how many do not take geography or history? Here we're supposed to have how many. Okay, how many do not take geography or history? So these are 2 here. The first question is answered. We have 2 who do not take geography or history. There are 2 of them. Then illustrate the information on a Venn diagram, which we have already done. So it is from this illustration where you are able to see which elements are in the complement set. Another example on combined operation, we'll get this question from a past paper, paper 2. Remember, these combined operations mostly are the questions that are brought in paper 2. So we're going to do 2 questions of this kind from different past papers. So we'll look at 2018 paper 2. Okay, so I'll try to summarize this question as I did earlier so that we can solve it nicely. I'll try to summarize it. As I earlier stated, these questions are weighty. So I'll just try to pick key points, then we can illustrate on our Venn diagram. At Sambilileni College, 20 students study at least one of the 3 subjects. 20 students study at least mathematics, maths, M there represents mathematics, chemistry, and physics. There are 3 subjects that these 20 students study. They are telling us that 20 students study at least mathematics, chemistry, and physics. All those who study chemistry also study mathematics. All those who study chemistry, they also study mathematics. In short, here we are told that chemistry is a subset of mathematics, meaning all the elements that are in set C are also in set M, which is mathematics. So all those that study chemistry are contained in mathematics, because we are told that all those who study chemistry, they also study mathematics. Then we can try to draw the Venn diagram as we are trying to summarize this question. Can it to be something of that kind? We are told that all those who study chemistry also study mathematics. So meaning chemistry is a small set found in set M, which is mathematics. So this is set C, then this is set M, then this is set P. The set P will be there. Okay, mathematics, chemistry, and physics. All those who study chemistry also study mathematics. 3 students study all the 3 subjects. All the 3 subjects, they'll be here, 3. 3 students study all the 3 subjects, meaning M intersection C intersection P is equal to number of elements there. Okay, number of elements in that set will be 3. Number of elements in this set will be 3. This is 3 here. Then 4 students study mathematics only. 4 students study mathematics only. So mathematics only, there are 4. We'll put them there. Okay. 8 students study chemistry. 8 students study chemistry. So in this set for chemistry, we need to have 8 students altogether. So already we have 3 that we've put in the intersection set. So those that are remaining to make 8 are 5. Will be there. And 14 students study mathematics. All those who study mathematics in this set altogether, we need to have 14 students. So we have 8 here, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we are told to say 14 of them study mathematics. So we are remaining with 2, meaning those 2, we're going to place them here. So these are 14. Then they're telling us to draw a Venn diagram to illustrate this information, and we've drawn the Venn diagram here, which is the first question. We've done it. We've drawn the Venn diagram. Then, how many students study physics only? Physics only. Those for physics, for P. So if you check what we have here, we are told to say 20 students study at least. So meaning here we have 14. And what we are remaining with to make up 20 is 6. So meaning these 6 are the ones that study physics. We put them that side. So for physics only, we have 6 students. 6 students, they study physics only. Then we are also asked to find those students who study 2 subjects only. Those who study 2 subjects only. How many are they? 2 subjects only. We're going to finish the questions on number 2. We're going to finish the questions on number 2. Okay, so number 2, we're asked to find those who study physics only, and we've said those who study physics only are 6. We check from our Venn diagram, they are here, 6. Then we are also required to find how many students study 2 subjects only? How many students study 2 subjects only? 2 subjects only, we're going to have these, they study chemistry and mathematics. These, they study physics and mathematics. 3, they study all the 3 subjects. So we don't want these. We only want those that study 2 subjects only. So we get this 5 plus this 2 here. So we'll get 5 plus 2, which will give us 7. So these are the ones who study 2 subjects only. Then C, we are finding how many students study mathematics and physics. They study mathematics and physics, but not chemistry. They study mathematics and physics, but not chemistry, meaning C complement. So these are the ones here too. They are just 2 students. These, they study mathematics and physics, but not chemistry. So we remove chemistry, meaning C complement. So what we are remaining with is 2. And remember, here the word and was used, meaning it will be M intersection P, which is the intersection set is this one here, which is 2. And not chemistry, and not chemistry, intersection C complement. Okay, so that is how it will be. There are 2 students who study mathematics and physics, but not chemistry. Okay, we're going to look at another example, another question from a past paper, paper 2, our last one in this lesson. Another question from paper 2. We have a Venn diagram given in this manner, where we have been given the subjects. This is history, this is music, and this is geography. So we are told that in the Venn diagram shows the optional subjects that all the grade 10 learners at Kusambirila Secondary School took in a particular year. The Venn diagram shows the optional subjects that all grade 10 learners at Kusambirila Secondary School took in a particular year. And we are shown, this is the Venn diagram. Then given that 12 learners took music. Given that 12 learners took music, find X. So to find X, we're going to get all these values that are inside set M, which is for music, to find the value of X. Okay, so that is 1. That is the first question we are finding. Given that 12 learners took music, find X. So to get X, we're going to write X minus 3 plus X plus 2 plus X minus 2 will give us 12. Okay, then we group the like terms. This here the coefficient is 1, the coefficient is 1, the coefficient is 1. So when we add X plus X plus X, we're going to get 3X. Then here we group the like terms also. We have minus 3 plus 2 minus 2, which will give us 12. Then 3X, this will give us negative 3 plus 2 will give us negative 1 minus 2, which will be equal to 12. 3x will be equal to negative 1 minus 2. It will give us negative 3, which is equal to 12. We group the like terms. So to group the like terms, we say 3x is equal to 3 will go to the other side, and it will be 12 plus 3. Since it is negative, when it crosses the equal sign, it will be positive. So 3x is equal to 15 over 3 over 3. 3 into 3, 1. 3 into 3, 1. 3 into 15, 5. Therefore, our x is equal to 5. Our x is equal to 5. That is the first question we've answered. Find the value of x. X is 5. Then the second question, how many learners were in grade 10 in this particular year? How many learners were in grade 10 in this particular year? Since we know the value of x, we're going to get x and replace wherever there is x, we remove it and replace it with 5. So we start, this is 5, the same as 5 minus 3. So here it is 2. Then here we have 5 plus 2, it will be 7. We have 7. Then here we have 5 minus 2, which will give us 3. So the values that we have is 59, 2, 7, 3, and 43. So to get the second question, we're going to add these values. We get 59 plus 2 plus 7 plus 3 plus 43, which will give us 114. When we add, this will give us 114, meaning they were 114 grade 10s in this particular year. Then number 3, Roman numeral 3, find the number of learners who took one optional subject only. Find the number of learners who took one optional subject only. Those who took one optional subject only, they just took one. There is 59 here. We have 59 plus we have 7 plus we have 43 there. So these 43 just took geography, these 7 just took music, these 59 they just took history. So we get those figures and add them. We're going to have 109. 109 of the learners took one optional subject only. Then the last question, how many learners took two optional subjects only? Two optional subjects only. Two optional subjects only. This will be B. This was A. Two optional subjects. We get where our intersection sets are. We have 2 here. It will be 2 plus. Again, we come here where we have intersection. 2 plus 3, which will give us 5. So 5 learners took 2 optional subjects only. These are how questions are brought in paper 2. Hope these questions will be of great help to you. Thank you so much.